we're hoping to catch up with Adrien Saddier, who's in the field, who's one of ours, and Mateusz Gradecki, who's an upcoming young guy from Poland. Well, talk a bit of gear, talk a bit of, you know, what the DP World Tour is for them and what it does for them, a bit of goals for the next couple of months or the next couple of tournaments, and obviously what they think of the country and what they think of this golf course, because it's insane. This is Adrien Saddier. You know, tell the name in English. I think in French it's Adrien Saddier. So that's a bit better pronunciation, isn't it? Well, he basically didn't miss a shot for the couple holes we've seen him. It's actually sad we had to leave him for a bit because it was quite inspiring, to be honest. It's a nice little combo you have there. Yeah. I saw it yesterday. You were tinkering around with, was it a different shaft or?
No, it's the same but heavier.
Heavier? Okay.
Because I went to the gym.
Well, he's trying to figure out where to get the ball, you know, strategically off the tee and then into the greens, because the greens, especially the greens, are really big, kind of slopey. So to miss them in good spots is key. And for this week, because the wind's kind of going to stay the same, these rounds really are insightful. We're gonna have a little walk down 18, see what he thinks of the hole, what his strategy is. These guys play every week, different locations, different weather, different golf courses, different turf. So they have to really be able to adjust their game to what they need that week.
It's not an easy par 5, to be honest. You can play in two ways. You can play an aggressive line on the right.
Yeah.
But the fairway is going down to the...
Sloping to the right, isn't it?
Yeah. A safe way playing on the first, which it opens the right side of the green.
Yeah.
A good miss.
That's a great miss.
It's a good push with the wind.
I heard the talk about the driver a little bit. Heard you really like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
You play the STZ or the STZ, as the Americans would call it.
To be honest, I don't know which one I'm playing. Just the last one, but
I think you're playing the STZ 230.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's one of the best drive I had in my hand, and I feel like I gained some stroke with it during this year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's the biggest difference for you from the last model to this one?
I'm more efficient with this one, but I don't change a lot. I just change the head, and I keep the same shaft, keep the same weight.
Yeah.
Just maybe the head is more efficient with me, so it's just like this sometimes.
Oh, great shot. What'd you hit there?
5.
5.
Yeah.
What do you have in?
210 meters to the pin.
Ooh, that's a big boy shot.
Yeah.
5-iron from 210 meters, you hear that?
It's just the club. Just the club.
That's 230 yards with a 5-iron.
Let's make 3.
I'll buy you a beer if you do.
Ready? Okay.
30 feet, downhill. No way, no way. Don't look at me. Thanks for that, mate.
No worries.
Good luck this week.
Thank you.
I'll be watching.
I do my best.
Funny when you walk into the range, you have these huge doors that open. Almost feels like gates of heaven, opening up. And then you have this massive grass range, perfect turf.
He showed some player experience yesterday on the par 3.
Did he?
Yeah, I shanked it.
Oh, you shanked it? No way! To beat the pro.
To beat the pro, I hit it to like 8 feet.
It didn't matter. It could be 20 yards left.
Yeah. Clubs are too flat for you, mate.
Yeah, I told him that. You know, when
That's what I would have said immediately as well.
Yeah.
So it's not your fault.
Yeah.
never.
Obviously, never. Fresh wedges. Can I ask you how your relationship with our brand, with Mizuno, came to be? Because you were with us from Challenge Tour.
Yeah, so funny. I tried some Mizuno irons with like a Polish Mizuno rep in Poland probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I like that. So I put them in the bag. And so it started with the irons, and he put me in touch with Alex from just from the tour department. And yeah, since then we had a relationship, and I pretty much have the full bag now.
Built up the rest of the bag, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Very
good.
good.
I moved to wedges last year, driver this year, so it's kind of.
We've seen you love that. So
yeah, it's working nice. So yeah, I like it.
very good, very good.
I have a little bit of a special grind, but
heard about
yeah,
that,
those rusty wedges are really good.
Yeah.
This one's brand new, so it's not rusty yet, but
Well, that'll take a day or three, and
yeah, I have a good gapping, and there's quite a few bounce options.
yeah. 99 problems, but pitching ain't one.
Yeah,
Love
some
that.
nice stump in there.
Yeah.
Go. That's nice.
So one of the best things of being behind the scenes at a tour event is the tour truck. Let's have a little look inside. We're here with Al, tour manager and nicest man alive, I'd say. Al, can you talk us through the whole process of building on the truck?
Yeah, sure. So we carry all components that we will need for whatever we need to do week in, week out. So all the iron heads, various different models we've got in drawers, all weight sorted in sets, wedges, fairway woods, drivers, hybrids, and then from here down are grips, and then obviously shaft rack at the end. So whatever we need to do with the player, we'll work with them on the range, bring in clubs to spec, and we'll spec them out on here, right? Shaft spec, cut spec, loft, lie, everything, all the information goes on a card, and then we'll build kind of from this end down, so measuring the club length and cut lengths to cutting, shaft finishing, tip grinding, back up here to measure for lengths and cut length, which we'll come back to here, and then we'll shift over to this side, taping for gripping onto the grip station, and we'll put whichever grip we need to on here. So this is just an air clamp that clamps the club head and a circulating solvent solution to put the grip on. Once the shaft's gripped, then we'll come and dry assemble the club. So we'll put the head on without gluing, just to make sure that we can get the swing weight correct. We put the grip on first because depending on what grip you're going to put on the club will affect swing weight as well as length. So once we've got dry swing weight all done, then we'll mix it up with the glue it, clean it, set it to dry, and it'll sit there for 10 to 15 minutes. If we're building a wood that needs some hot melt or some weight adjustment, we use the hot melt gun to weight the head.
That's some real tour tricks,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a little tweak that we do over what we do in production, because anything over 3 grams we can start moving the CG and affecting acoustics. So it's just a nice little thing we can do there. And then it'll be over to the ferrule belt to finish, quick clean, and then finish up with the loft and lie. And then from there it's out onto the range, hit it, and
Yeah.
probably come in and make some more tweaks.
What time does it cost you to build something usually? Let's say you need a wedge.
A wedge, start to finish, if you're quick, you could probably do it 20 minutes, half an hour.
And then
Ready
it
to
needs
hit.
to dry as well.
No,
or ready to
including
hit
dry.
after half
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah, so straight in if you
That's fast.
if you get on with it. It's everything in here is built around needing to be done quickly, because you've got guys that want to test it, they've got practice rounds to play, they've got other commitments, so we need to get it out to them quick, tested, done correctly, and then we can tweak it from there. So
Nice. This week's kind of windy and kind of linksy turf golf course. Anything players are looking for, differently than their usual setup? What kind of things do you see?
Yeah, I tend, when it's been windy this week particularly, guys will tend to look for putting in a fly high, maybe dropping a 5 wood. Not so much here because the turf conditions are still fairly soft, but when it gets hard and bouncy, we'll look at maybe reducing some bounce on wedges, especially when it's really firm turf conditions. But yeah, just little tweaks. Some guys this week, we've done a little bit of weight changing and lofting down with some fairway woods, just because it is quite into wind on the range and out on the course as well. It's quite blowy, so yeah, it's just small tweaks, but nothing major.
Golfing background, basically done everything you can do as an amateur. Was in the national team here in the Netherlands and played my decent share of, I wouldn't say professional golf, but high level amateur golf. I was in this field as well, but that's, you know, distant, very distant years. For Mizuno, it's been great. I'm a salesman for Netherlands and Belgium. I'm responsible for everyone that has to do with Mizuno Golf basically in those 2 countries, which is a very nice but very big responsibility to have. And it's nice to come out, you know, this week and speak with the guys, and especially the guys that I've been playing with for years and years. To see them go out and play is a very nice thing.